So Floyd Mayweather said he was better than Muhammad Ali. He said, and I quote, "I will not be brainwashed into believing Muhammad Ali is better than me." A lot of people say that Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all time. I remember being a kid, my dad telling me he was the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali lost to a lot of people. He lost to Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier lost to George Foreman. Muhammad Ali beat George Foreman, but he won't fight him again because he wouldn't win twice. George Foreman lost to Jimmy Young. Jimmy Young lost to Muhammad Ali in some weird decision. It's like everybody's whooping each other's ass, but it was no clear dominant guy. All people could say is that maybe before Muhammad Ali got in trouble with the military that he was winning all the time then, and I would agree with you on that one. Like, that was the Ali that was good. The one before George Foreman. But then again, if you're going to make that case, you got to give Mayweather way more credit because he's like 38 and Muhammad Ali started losing and it's like 34 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So to say that Muhammad Ali was great in his 20s and that's it, then you take Mayweather just in his 20s and that's a whole different argument. Somebody else tried to say it was because of the rope-a-dope. Like, it was beautiful at the time and it worked because George Foreman was stupid. But honestly speaking, that rope-a-dope is some dumb shit. Stay against the ropes and you get fucking hit until they wear themselves out and then you hit them one time. You can't do that strategy twice. If somebody knows you're on a rope-a-dope, they're just gonna jab you from the outside and beat you. But Foreman was trying to knock him out like, I got something to prove. He's talking all this shit. I'm gonna get him. And then he ended up getting fucked up. So at the time, it was genius for Muhammad Ali to use that strategy. Muhammad Ali considered the greatest because he was also a great boxer and because he took on like race and religion and stuff. If that's the case, then it's about the name. So it's about his skills and the name. So skills and name-wise, he has to be one of the top 2 greatest or top 3 greatest, you know? And if that's the case, then Mayweather does have an argument as to why he's the greatest, because he has a huge ass name. Numbers don't lie. You can look at the money that he's making and show you how huge his name is. His Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight's gonna be the biggest fight ever because of the name that Mayweather carries, you know? Back in the day, George Foreman and Muhammad Ali fight was huge and there was less Twitter and fucking social media, so for his time maybe that was a bigger deal, you know what I'm saying? You can't just say it's about skills because there's people who would have been great as amateurs. It's like the greatest amateur boxer of all time, it's not the greatest pro boxer of all time. So if it's about how long you can be good, you gotta count the 20s and 30s. You can't make excuses for what happened. 20s, 30s, if you do that, Mayweather's been dominant his whole career. Everybody he's fought, he's whipped or beat convincingly. There's nobody he fought like, I think Mayweather can't beat that guy, even though he beat him. You never thought that about anybody he fought, but when you see Ali, you like, he wasn't gonna beat Foreman twice. Boxing's about hitting and not getting hit. Nobody's better than Mayweather than doing that. So I see why Mayweather's saying what he's saying. The only reason why Mayweather looks bad is because who he fought, there's no names on there like George Foreman and Joe Frazier and shit like that. He has to be Pacquiao. Pacquiao will be his Joe Frazier. That's what Pacquiao is. Even if he beats Pacquiao, Pacquiao's not gonna be his George Foreman, because George Foreman was a guy like supposed to stomp on goddamn fucking, you know what I'm saying, Ali. Like, he was young, strong, massive, scary. There's nobody that Mayweather can fight that looks like that, you know? And there's no names besides Pacquiao. So if he's Pacquiao, that's it. You know, when I think about the greatest of all time, I think about a guy who not only had skills, he had a name, he beat names, and he had the money. A lot of these fighters get money, go broke. There's something great about that. I can't see a broke dude being, oh, that's the greatest of all time. Like, this a guy that can beat Michael Jordan. He ain't got no fucking name. He ain't got no fucking money. Fucking dude, some old dude talking outside of a barbershop like, yeah, you know, I taught Michael Jordan and everything he know. You look at him like he's stupid. I can tell you all kind of shit. I can tell you I'm great at all kind of shit. You won't fucking believe me until you see it and I prove it on the same stage as other motherfuckers. That's how life works. You gotta get on the stage with the big names to prove that you are that motherfucker. I personally feel Mayweather's pain because even if he is the greatest of all time by a lot, it's hard to convince people you are the greatest while you're still fighting. Like nobody said Muhammad Ali was the, but people say it, like people say Mayweather's the greatest right now, but not a lot of that. Everybody said Ali was the greatest while he was boxing. They're like, no, he's not better than Sugar Ray Robinson. So it is, I see why Mayweather say he's the greatest. I see why, because if I was a boxer and I never lost, and you talking about some dude who lost a lot of times and got knocked the fuck out a couple times and won by a rope-a-dope strategy, is better than me, I'd be like, man, get the fuck out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I see why people say Mayweather's not the greatest, because it's like, who have you fought to be the greatest, man? You know? He beat some guys. Zab Judah was a beast. Fucking Baltimore was good. Fucking Sharman Mitchell. Fucking Diego Corrales. Fucking Cotto. Fucking Manuel Marquez. Oscar De La Hoya. Ricky Hatton. These guys weren't bums. But it just, you know, when you fight like Mayweather, you make them seem like bums. But then again, maybe they were bums. You just don't really fucking know. I don't fucking know. I don't know if Mayweather really beat strong competition, because there was nobody who else was that, like, it would need to be another fighter that was dominant just like he was. The only guy I can think of like that he fought when they were really dominant was Diego Corrales, you know, back in the day. But that was so long ago, people not even gonna count that shit as anything, you know? Like De La Hoya was old when he fought him. Like Ricky Hatton was like good, but he was like good. He wasn't like, this motherfucker can't be beat. You know what I'm saying? But like in my mind, if I had to rate it, I would say Mayweather is the greatest, because I count skills, money, fame, name, all that shit. And I don't like the way Muhammad Ali turned out. You just gotta ask yourself, who would you rather be, Ali or Mayweather? My answer is neither one, because I don't want to fucking box. But if I had to be one, and I have to have the knowledge of boxing and knowing how to do what they did to do what they did, I would choose Mayweather, because his fucking strategy led to more money, more women, more fun, everything. He got a lot of haters, yeah, but fuck the haters, man. It's part of the game. Go ahead, fucking haters. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like every big black boxer had fucking haters. People hated Ali. People hated Jack Johnson, the first black champion ever. People hated Jack Johnson. The motherfucker was a beast. He had to chase people down and fight him. He was flaunting, flashy, had money. Fuck white bitches, fuck black bitches. He was living the fucking dream. He died in a car accident. People didn't shed a fucking tear. It's terrible. He had to get. He didn't get pardoned from some stupid ass law, racist law they made up until like a couple years ago. It's fucked up.